Betty, and continuing our We Don't Do This Alone series, and now with Senior Vice President from California Bank and Trust, Rocky Bandzeladze. And Rocky is the Regional Manager for the Greater Southern California South region, and it's here in Orange County. And Rocky, what this is, and you haven't heard this, so I'm just now going to tell you. I know this is kind of a surprise, and it has been just about for everybody that I've done this. As you know, I'm heading for New York over the weekend.
Congratulations, by the way, once again.
But I don't, I can't take you with me. But I feel that, you always hear me say, we don't do this alone. And so I'm going to go and represent all of us, and it's really an honor. But I also realize that wherever I am is because of the people around me, and you are one of them. As part of the senior management team at California Bank and Trust, we've known each other for now how many years?
Coming up on 10 years, Betty.
Coming up, he's put up with me for 10 years. So if you want to know dirt,
I'm a believer.
He's the one to tell you. He's one of them. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you. This is just a gratitude post, and it's a shout out for you. I want people to know that you have been a leader in Orange County. Orange County was named the #1 bank in Orange County. I mean, as you can see, there's 4 of these, one for each year, and we're up in the running again. And it has to do with, we always talk about collaboration, communication, teamwork, and genuine care. Yeah. And that's something that you've done so well, not just with your people in your community, but also with your peer group. Can you talk a little bit about how you all
on the spot, okay.
This? Yes, on the spot.
Well,
listen to this.
Well, I think we have the culture, right? And we've created the culture of collaboration and truly caring with people that we interact. And when you're genuine with that, then I think employees, ourselves, and our customers feel it.
Yes.
And when you have that, then business follows, right?
Yes.
So that's kind of what comes up right away.
Absolutely.
To answer your question.
Absolutely. So yesterday we did a post with one of your peers, and curious, you guys, this is entirely on the spot. So can you talk about what our meetings are like from a leadership perspective? Because one of the things that I get asked about is, how do you do it, and what would it be like to be at one of those meetings, our monthly meetings? Can you talk about and maybe provide some nuggets that people could actually take back to their teams on how we lead our meetings?
Yeah, I guess what comes up, if I were to kind of think what differentiates our meetings, number one, free flow of ideas. So we can have a discussion, and we can have an argument, and then we'll find a common language in the end. There's always the agenda, but we can always deviate from the agenda. If there's a moment when we actually have to talk about the topic that comes up that is relevant, then we'll seize the moment and we'll talk about that. And we'll talk about it until it's exhausted or we come back to that topic. So we're not afraid to not follow the agenda when it's necessary.
How do we make decisions?
Highly collaborative. In the end, there is we are all different, and we all have different opinions about things. But in the end, I think what drives us is the greater good of the team and each other, and we find a common language. But until we get to that point, there's a lot of collaboration, there's a lot of discussion, and in the end, we always come together and kind of how it is.
And how do your team members, how do your associates know that you care about them?
Well, you can't tell them that, right? You have to show. And I think that's what you've done so well the last almost 10 years that I've known you. And it's true. Otherwise, I wouldn't be saying this. And I think, again, that's the culture. And I think we all share the same values, which is you can't just say that. You have to demonstrate through your actions. When somebody's winning and successful, are you genuinely happy with them? Yeah. When somebody's not winning and not successful, what are you doing to help them out? When somebody's going something personal, what do you do in those cases? And you have to be genuine through all of those cases, and then if you do, then people feel.
One last question, and I want to make this as short as possible, because I get asked a lot about how do I create balance in my life and in those around me? So talk about balance and what happens in the office that causes people to have balance in their life.
I think you're the only leader that I've ever had who's ever told me that when I'm sick, if I don't go home, you got to call my wife. So,
that's right.
so again, comes from genuine care, right? And I feel it, and I felt it along the way. And you know about my kids, you know about my family. We know about each other's families and what's happening in our lives. And again, keeping that at forefront at all times is what creates that balanced approach. But and we're very cognizant about it, right? I mean, we work hard and we need to accomplish what we need to accomplish. But when it comes to family and health and things like that, we always value that as well.
Okay. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Rocky Bandzeladze, Regional Manager for the Orange County area and the Greater Southern California region, the South region. Just want to thank you publicly for being such an impact in my life and for giving of yourself the way you do and for being the leader that you are. I always talk about we have to hire people that are much better than us in different areas, and you're so much better than me in so many different ways, and I just so appreciate being able to be on your team.
Thank you, Betty. I think we need to hire on this one.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
There you go. Bye.